Datamine in a nutshell, January 2024. And what do you know, guys? 2023 is over. And what we have in front of us is a brand new start of a brand new year and whatsoever. I wish everyone have a happy new year up ahead of us. Lots of sparks, lots of good fortune, and most importantly, good health, guys. Because health is more than anything. You cannot buy wealth with anything. And, just stay healthy, drink lots of water, and don't stress yourself out. So with that said, guys, this video is gonna tackle all the sync pair scouts of the January 2024 update, including brand new debuts as well as reruns of past units. So with that said, let's begin. Starting off with January 1, you have a brand new sync pair. These will cover the new sync pairs first. Claire, New Year's 2024 or New Year Claire in short, January 1, and the last day you can scout for her is on January 18. So January 19, she's gonna be gone. She is a support sync pair with an EX role of tech. I will be discussing each one of them in another video, but for now, let's just discuss each one and their respective schedules. Another sync pair we have, and by the way, some people have been saying in my past several videos, I was wishing, hoping, crossing my fingers that we only have a maximum of 5 sync pairs per month moving on or moving forward from the December 2023 update. And some of you guys said that it's impossible because January has a record of giving us 6 sync pairs. I don't know how long it has been that we get 6 sync pairs on January. And what do you know, guys? We only get 4 sync pairs this month. Thankfully, we only get 4 new sync pairs this month, but we have a lot of nice reruns, which we will discuss after this. So Wallace, New Year's 2024, happens on the exact same day, January 1 as well. So 2 sync pairs happening on January 1. And the last day you can scout is again on January 18 and on January 19. He's going to be gone. He's going to be paired up with Blacephalon. And his outfit is really, really flashy, should I say. He is a field sync pair with an EX role of Special Strike. So if you 6-star EX him, he's gonna hit everyone as well as set up a nice, I think, sunny day? Sunny day because he's fire type. There's no fire zone. So he's gonna be quite similar in some way to Variety Giovanni, which is also a field sync pair with an EX role of Strike. Moving on, we have 2 Pokefair units. The first one is Iono, happens on January 12, ends on January, or rather, last day is on January 31, ends on February 1. She is a support sync pair, and her EX role is Special Strike. Didn't we have that earlier? Nope, support and tech. But we also have another support tech sync pair in the form of the other Pokefair unit that we'll be getting, which is Grusha, January 22 to February 10. He is a support sync pair with an EX role of tech. So in this update, guys, we are getting 3 support sync pairs. What the frick? 3 support sync pairs and 1 field sync pair. 2 of which are Pokefairs. That means they max out at 5 copies. The Claire is a seasonal which maxes out at 3 copies, and then the other one, Wallace, also a seasonal which maxes out at 3 copies. So take note that, if you are going to max them out, prepare your gems because Pokefairs are quite expensive. And they have, seasonals have a paid route, which you can guarantee 1 copy at 20,200 paid gems. Meanwhile, Pokefairs do not have a paid route, but every single time you're able to scout for them, you'll be getting an EX roll cake coin, 4 EX roll cake coins of their EX roll. So you'll be getting EX roll cake strike, EX roll cake coins, which you can either give to Iono or you can give to Wallace if you decide to go for this one. Or Grusha, with an EX roll of tech, you'll be getting tech EX roll cake coins for each. You can give this to Grusha, or you can give this to Claire instead. That's your choice, or you can give it to other sync pairs in your roster if you decide to go for them. You know, those are the 4 new sync pairs we have. 2 seasonals, 2 poke fairs. Now let us move to the rerun banners. Let's start with some important sync pairs. This is Thunderbolt Red, or Signasuit Red Thunderbolt. Happens on December 31. Yes, December 31. Ends on January 30. Or last day is January 30. He is a tech sync pair, but now he has an EX roll of field. So, you know, if you decided to go for the paid route of, whatchamacallit, if you decided to go for Champion Nate's paid route, you should be getting a field roll cake coin, or rather a field roll cake if you are able to scout for him, and you should have enough field roll cake coins to give this. But if you decided to go for the non-paid route, then you should have used up all your field roll cake coins. But if you want a brand new EX, you know, field roll cake, you can go for the paid route. Master Fairs have a paid route now. If you decided to go for that, you can get a free field roll cake if you are able to scout for Signasuit Thunderbolt Red, if you decided to go for the paid route and stuff like that. So what does this imply? You know, Thunderbolt Red has a passive skill that extends electric terrain already. And with the field EX roll, it will be extended even more, so that when you use your sync move for the very first time using Thunderbolt Red, basically, your electric terrain will remain forever in battle. Something like that. It will forever be there unless you decide to use another terrain to remove the terrain with defog. I think defog removes terrain or stuff like that. But not only do you raise Thunderbolt Red stats, but you also extend electric terrain to perpetually forever and stuff like that. The next one is Aura Cynthia, which happens on the exact same day, December 31, and ends on January 31. This is a support with an EX roll of Sprint. And we have a support like that right now. We have Champion Rosa with the exact same roles. Support sync pairs with Sprint EX roll is a very nice thing because you want to use your support sync pair first to get the, whatchamacallit, you want to use the support sync pair first to use your sync move for the double sync buff. And the sprint sync pairs can lower your sync move countdown. But not only this, in the case of Signasuit Cynthia, Aura Cynthia, Lucario also mega evolves. So you definitely want to use Aura Cynthia and sync using her first. And not only do you now get the benefits of a support double sync buff, not only you get the Adrenaline 3 effects of the sprint sync support Sprint EX roll, but you also get to evolve or mega evolve Lucario, which is very nice. A very nice combination. Definitely recommended to give her this EX roll. Next, we have 3 5-star select Pokefair Scouts. The first one is this. So I'm not sure, maybe there are more than these Pokefairs, but we have really recent Pokefairs. We have Signasuit Pierce. We have, oh my goodness, what's the name of this sync pair? Barry's father, I am so Palmer. And then we have Rose. So, paid banners. This is a paid banner. If you decide to go for this one, at least you have a chance of getting either of the 3 or many more if there are more than those. Plus, you get to select any of those after scouting for 15 sync pairs. So that's a good thing. I think it will be 3,000 paid gems if you decide to go this route. The second one is featuring Signature Roxy, featuring Cinder Ace or Challenger Gloria, as well as Battle Tower Leon. This is also gonna be more or less 3,000 paid gems. Happens, by the way, on December 31, and last day is on January 30. And the last one, which I am really looking forward to because I have not been able to max out my penny. She's at 4 out of 5, and I'm definitely going for this 5-star Select Pokefair Scout times 15C so I can get my 5th copy of Penny. So if any of these sync pairs appeals to you, then definitely save your, probably get some paid gems and go for a Select Scout of your choice. But I hope that any of these Select Scouts have Signature Steven inside, because Signature Steven has not rerun for a while and has not rerun in a non-paid banner of any sort. But speaking of Argenta, guys, Argenta can give you an unlimited physical moves up next effect by using her sword stance. And that has been very quickly outdated by Champion Rosa, which not only gives you physical moves up next effect, but also gives you special moves up next effect, but also damages every single opponent, but also raises everyone's critical hit rate, and raises a random stat +2, and has a 30% chance of making every single opponent flinch. So Argenta, you are so outdated right now, I'm sorry, and Champion Rosa is much better than you. Which is quite sad considering Argenta came out very recently. And if you do not have Elaine, Elaine is a very nice addition to your team. All right, let's move on. Volume 17 of the monthly Pokefair Scout is coming on January 1, and this time it features Cynthia and Garchomp. My Cynthia is at 4 out of 5. I'm going for dailies for this one. Next, we have the Super Spotlight Seasonal Scout. This will have a paid route, which is a tiered scout, and a non-paid route, which you can scout 3 times, daily discount, daily, as well as go for, your regular pulls for this one. This happens on January 4 and ends on January 20. You have until January 19 to scout this one. All the past New Year's seasonals to date will be in this banner, but we have a lot of New Year's sync pairs. I think it started on 2020, 21, 22, 23, 4 years of, there are 8 sync pairs inside. So the rates will not be very kind to you if you decide to go this route. Next, we have Grass type exclusive double feature Pokefair Scout. I think there's a high score event happening on January 9. And this one will have these 2 sync pairs featured. This is a Pokefair Scout if you decide to go for this one. Signature Leaf is quite good, especially at 5 copies, because it has a very high, the buffing capabilities for Signature Leaf. Very nice sync pair and very strong sync nuker as well. Meanwhile, Victor, nice AoE max mover, as well as piercing blows. I think he has piercing blows, which ignores the opponent's passive skills to lower the damage whatsoever. So this is happening on January 9. And together with this one, we have the 5-star Select type Scout. Not recommended, but if you want to go for this one, this requires paid gems, and you have a chance of getting, or you can select any grass type sync pair you want after doing a multiple. Again, I do not recommend select scouts for spotlights. If you want select scouts, go for Pokefairs instead. Same dates for this one. Let's move on. Triple feature Pokefair Scout happens on my birthday, January 16, and ends on February 1. You have until January 31 to scout for this one. Signature Leon, Lucas, and Signature Cynthia will have their grids expanded. Before, their grids were only 3 copies, 3 out of 5. Now they all have 5 out of 5 grids. So if you decide, if you want to max them out, if you want to have them at their full power, you maybe want to go for this route, but there are more, much better banners for you to scout from, just like the master fairs we have discussed earlier. So this is a Pokefair scout. Again, 10% chance of being able to scout for a random 5-star sync pair if you decide for Pokefair scouts. But I'm pretty sure that each one will have a 1.5% chance of scouting. So you have a 4.5% combined chance of scouting for each one of these things if you decide to go for this one. Let's move on. Pokemon Masters Day happens on January 25. It will feature the exact same sync pairs, exact same spotlight scouts as last month's. We have these, everything. This is 25 gems. And if you want a guaranteed 5-star, that's 100 paid gems for the Pokemon Masters Day Scout. And this month, we will be having a rerun of a Master Fair, which is Leon. This is a striker, but now he will have the EX role of support so that he'll get a double sync buff and raise his defenses a little bit. So if you go for this one, then maybe go for a support EX role, or maybe I'll save that for another sync pair. Maybe when February Datamine comes, February Datamine. March Datamine is the 4.5-year anniversary update, by the way. Anyway, we have one last banner, which is the Triple Feature Spotlight Scout. This ties up with the solo event. It's all good. And this is just a rerun, but January 27 to February 9 will have this Triple Feature Spotlight Scout. Again, not recommended to go for this one. Every single one of these sync pairs can be obtained in Ticket Scout. Go for your Ticket Scout instead. Or for any single banner you have, all these sync pairs are available. So not recommended going for this scout at all. And with that said, guys, that is it for this month's sync pair scouts. If you enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up for me and let me know in the comments section if you're scouting for any of these sync pairs. If you want to help me out, guys, I need some funds to fund my just obtained PC upgrade, which is super expensive and cost me a lot of money. So if you want to help contribute to that, you can help me with my Patreon. Thank you to everyone who has donated there, especially to Jeremy and especially to Princess Jadayan. Thank you guys so much for your generosity. That's coffee.com/SPLgum, or you can visit the join button, click it down below and become a member of my channel and help support the channel out. You're supporting a good cause. And, make these videos because they are quite hard to do. And it's 1:30 and I'm doing this for you guys. Anyway, guys, that is it. I'll try to rush those remaining videos for you guys today. But that is it for this video. I'll see you in the next one.